Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hopefully you're doing well. I've got what I anticipate to be a pretty quick first impression for you guys today of Armaf Nuit Lyric. Now I'm not sure what this is supposed to be a clone of. You see the name Lyric in the red coloration and you think to yourself one of two things, either Amouage Lyric Man or woman I guess, or Baccarat Rouge 540. At least that's what springs to mind. Because anytime you see a red colored fragrance and you know it's a clone, you automatically think BR 540, but then it's named Lyric. So up until now, this has been really hard to find in the US. Basically, if you wanted it, you had to pay close to $100, and for an Armaf Nuit release, $100 ain't happening, sorry. But nowadays, you can pick it up on eBay for about $25 or so. They do have to come from India, so it takes a little while longer to get here, but still 25 bucks. So since the price dropped, I went ahead and picked one up for myself, and today I'm gonna unbox this, show you how it looks, and we're gonna see how it smells and see if it's any good. So let's jump into it. Previously, I banished some cellophane to the Shadow Realm and darn near broke my bottle of Bad Boy Cobalt. So we'll be banishing this cellophane very gently. So here we have the box. It's got a fuzzy front, like a cheap felt. Kind of feels weird. ASMR. You got the name of the house, name of the fragrance right there on the front, and that felt kind of flakes off, actually. On the top, you have the Armaf logo. On the side, eau de parfum with your size. On the back, your ingredients. And on the bottom, your batch code. This one expires March 2026. And here we have the bottle. It's got a nice deep red coloration. You have the name of the fragrance on the front there. My poor ohm looks pretty bad, I gotta say. I think the stamp kind of messed it up. It has this little leather belt that wraps around the bottle, just like the other Nuit fragrances. And the belt is also put on pretty poorly. It misses the bottle at this part. It's put on crooked, doesn't look great. On the bottom of this little leather belt, you have more information on the fragrance and the Armaf logo on top of the cap. And the cap does click into place. In what is not a great omen, it looks like the fragrance is already leaking a little bit from underneath the atomizer, even though I haven't sprayed it. That's that typical Armaf quality that you come to expect from their atomizers. Best in the game. I'm just playing, they're terrible. But let's go ahead and give this one a spray and let's see how it smells and see what this is even supposed to be cloning. The atomizers seem to work okay. All right, that is not Baccarat Rouge 540. That is not Lyric Man or Woman. It's neither of those. It's really citrusy. It's aquatic, a little bit green. It's sweet as well. It is, best as I can tell, not at all a niche fragrance clone whatsoever. And actually, this makes absolutely no freaking sense to me at all. The bottle is red with a black outline. And then it's named Lyric. You look at this and you would probably think it's gonna be an evening fragrance, night out fragrance, right? Maybe unisex, even though it says pour homme, but still. And it's none of that. It is a daytime, summertime citrus bomb. Actually smells pretty good. Decent amount of sweetness, as I said. More sweetness in this than what I think it's supposed to be a take on. Yeah, I mean, it's not a one-to-one at all, but it's similar to Acqua di Gio Profondo. If you took Acqua di Gio Profondo and you dialed up that sugar and maybe took the green minerality of Profondo and dialed it down a little bit, so you kind of swap those out. The quality actually seems to be pretty good, which keeps in line with a lot of the Armaf and Afnan and other clone brands releases that we've been seeing here over the past couple years. It seems like the quality has been steadily increasing because for a while there, especially Armaf, a lot of fragrances were smelling like complete crap, just terrible. Fragrances would come out, you'd spray them on, and it smelled like you hit yourself with a bottle of Windex. Like you just got an economy size bottle and just dumped it on yourself. They smelled horrid. There are some terrible, terrible fragrances that Armaf has done. Some of the worst I've ever smelled in my entire life have been from Armaf. This is good though. Quality-wise, it's not bad. It's not up to par with the best that Armaf has done. You know, the Club de Nuit Sillage, Club de Nuit Milestone, those kind of fragrances, those are a little bit better, a little bit higher quality, but this is good. Still keeping on, smelling pretty similar to how it did when it first came out. I'm gonna go ahead and blast it again on my hand just to get that initial opening once again. It's not bad. This is pretty much a like sugared citrus take on Acqua di Gio Profondo, really. I'm not sure what the staying power is going to be here, but I gotta say, for this price, again, 25 some dollars, I can't really think of very many alternatives to Acqua di Gio Profondo that are gonna be as good. It's a really kind of a random fragrance in a way to clone. So I'm not sure if it is Acqua di Gio Profondo that they're going for, or maybe there's something else that I'm missing here that it could be a take on. But regardless, if you can find it for that good price, not bad. Now, if Fragrance Net or Fragrance Buy or somebody like that got these in stock and they were running these for the price that you can get, you know, Tre Nuit for, then I would say at that point, if you want an alternative to Profondo, you got to scoop this up. Like if you maybe don't have the money to spend on Profondo or something like that, but you like the way it smells, this would be a great alternative. Kind of goes without saying, but you would use this pretty much the same times that you would use Acqua di Gio Profondo. So daytime, spring, summer, it's a good casual fragrance, good office fragrance, really versatile. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to have any of that chemical kind of edge that you can get with some Armafs, because that can smell horrid, just straight up cancer in a bottle. Don't have any of that here though. It's pretty smooth, seems to be blended very well for the price. Little white musk coming out the longer that it stays on my skin. Still a good amount of sweetness that's slowly dissipating as it dries down, especially though in the opening and the first part of the mid. A solid amount of sweetness here. Biggest drawback is going to be the presentation. Mine is not put together all that well. You've got the issues with the lining up of the belt here, the atomizer with some leakage before I even sprayed the stuff. The box looks not very good. I hate this felt design on the front. Coloration though is pretty nice. I like that. Doesn't match the fragrance whatsoever. It'd make more sense if this bottle were like clear blue and then this was white or something. Almost like they had these bottles laying around and they said, hey, we got this Acqua di Gio clone. What should we do with it? And they said, I don't know, man. Let's throw it in here. The name of Lyric, who cares? We were gonna do an homage clone, but you know, this Acqua di Gio stuff works too. Who cares? Let's just sell it. So doesn't make sense, but it smells good. It smells better than I was expecting. I had this sitting on my shelf for like 3 weeks and I just kept putting it off, opening it. You know, I was like, Armaf. I don't know. But this is surprisingly good. This is one of those summertime cheapies that could work for a ton of people out there. Nice. Yeah, not bad. There we go. Tre Nuit Lyric Pour Homme from Armaf. $25. This is a solid pickup. That price it was going for, $80, $90, which I saw some people actually paid to get this at that price. That's insane. Yeah, that's crazy. At that point, you can buy the actual thing. This one is for if you want something similar at a third of the price. All right, that's gonna do it for me. If you smelled this one, let me know what you think about it. Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for all your support. Stay safe out there, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.